Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are hosting a grand tournament, and we need to win the wrestling match if we can. We're currently guaranteed to qualify, but let's visit the tourney grounds anyway. Let's see here. Do we want to impress our wife? That's probably not a bad thing to do. 53% chance of the score decreasing greatly, huh? Let's just increase our own score. That'll be fine for now. We'll head over to the temple. Do any of these guarantee us prestige or have a high chance of giving prestige? I mean, the tourney grounds has some chance, I think. The temple is more about faith, so we'll visit that here in a couple of days here. We have a daughter? Okay. I mean, at least we have something in terms of an heir, so that's good. Let's see. Do we want to try to find one of our ancestors? Well, we can try. I don't think I've ever seen this actually work, to be clear. We'll see. 300 renown is pretty good. We found it. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. Now we've seen it work. Cool. So we're going to have this wrestling begin in just a couple of days here. Do we want to lose some stress here? Ooh, we could gain some prestige here and some gold. Let's do it. We won the bet. Fantastic. Okay, we are ready. Let's see what we can do here. Do we want to throw dirt in this guy's face? Our score would increase moderately, but a 64% chance of our score increasing greatly if we don't cheat, or at least play dirty. I think it decreased moderately. That's unfortunate. Bad luck there, but that liver does look vulnerable. Okay, we could execute some builders and gain some dread. Lose 900 gold to compensate the victims. We're going to gain some dread. Thanks. So we win the wrestling match. I like how we were deciding to execute the builders during the wrestling match. That's pretty great. So now we're going to move on to the next level here. So this will be against our vassal, but he is conceded. Okay, we progressed by default due to his resignation. We could make him concede to us, but he already did. We have no reason to do this. He conceded, so we're good. No, he didn't concede. Never mind. Well, we could go for that liver looks vulnerable, and that is indeed what we're doing. And, okay, that went down to 0 immediately. We win the wrestling contest by default due to this guy's resignation. Okay, now we're fighting this guy, I guess. I should probably read this a little closer. But our score increases greatly. That brings us up nicely. We have a new son. Okay, sure. We're too busy wrestling, though. And this looks good. I believe we just won the wrestling match as well. So that is 2 victories so far. Excellent. Of course, we went for some lower quality rewards. We're mostly just here for the prestige. But next up is the duel. So we'll head to the tourney grounds. We are guaranteed to qualify. Do we want this guy to be our personal champion? We can sponsor him. It's 10 gold. I really don't care about 10 gold. An omen? We just had a bad omen. So that's not necessarily great. Someone was attempting our life. Yeah, we knew that. We got a bad omen. So we gain watchful, which is good. That is definitely fantastic. How are we doing right now on our Spy Master? What's our Spy Master up to? He's at +2. He is terrified of us. And he is currently disrupting schemes. Skill 22. So that seems pretty decent. Okay. So the duel is going to begin in about a month here. We may not qualify. We just had our qualification slip. Well, 50-50 chance that it goes up here. We want to qualify, and we're now guaranteed to qualify again. Excellent. So next we're going to need to go for... Actually, we're not going to get anywhere else. This is the best we're going to get for the duel. Okay, that seems reasonably fine. So we are ready. Let's see what we have going on here. Do we want to talk? It's not likely. 81% that it doesn't work. So no thank you on that. 40% chance of our score going up, and actually we won that round. So that's great. Okay. Phenomenal. We knocked that guy out. There's more duels to be had, though. Do we want this guy to concede to us? We've already won 2. I feel like we're doing okay. We're not going to do that. So we're just going to fight this normally. Do we want to become ambidextrous here? I mean, that would be ideal. Only a 42% chance. Cool. Let's see what happens. He was unconcerned. Our score decreased moderately. Okay. We are going to remember our training. And I believe we instantly lost that. Yep, we did indeed. Okay. That is fine. It's not the end of the world. We've already won 2 of these. We could disqualify him, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. So we did not win the duel, but we don't need to. We've already won 2 of the competitions. We have the prestige that we need at this point. So we're going to continue to work on these. A fine contest indeed. The duel is now over. There's always next time. And we're now in the horse race. So we're going to visit the tourney grounds. We're close to qualifying. None of these are great. We'll choose this one. Unfortunately, that didn't boost us up. We are close to qualifying, but we are not currently qualifying. Never mind. We're now on track to qualifying because we recalled a previous victory. Fantastic. So 3, 2, 1, and to the temple. Score increases greatly, or in a 50% chance of gaining superstitious. We did not gain superstitious. No, we did gain superstitious. Never mind. Okay. That's unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, though. Okay, so this horse race is going to begin in 10 days here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This will be quite the race indeed. So we're already at 44%. Worthiest of the champions would gain glory, and we should definitely have them do that. Imprison this guy or kill him and gain some dread? We are sadistic, so that makes sense. We'll do it. Diplomacy challenge here, huh? 81% chance that our champions succeed in quelling the mob, and we gain a bunch of glory. So that sounds good. 37 or 40, huh? Hit them in the face. One more push. Okay, excellent. Looks like we won this one. So that looks fantastic. So that's 3 that we won. We're not qualifying for the recital right now. What do we got here? Our score would increase slightly. We would get a bunch of stress, but that guarantees us a qualification there. So that looks good. We will continue forward here. The tournament is very close to being done at this point. And we're definitely the successor of the bearer of the Emperor's Mace. Okay, that's rude. We're going to hop over to the temple here. I believe nothing just happened. We had no event pop up from visiting the temple. Okay. Well, we'll go over here. 150 prestige. Done. Who is this? No, abandon this foolish endeavor immediately. We're guaranteed to qualify, so that looks good. It's time to show the world our skill. 63%, 77, 39, and 60. Obviously, we take the 77%. He is a rakish lover. So that boosts our progress to victory a little bit. We could retaliate with an insult, 67% chance. And we did indeed win the crowd, so that looks good. 54% chance. Yup. Let's see what that ends up being. Not one day too soon, our rival has died. One last verse. We won. Okay. Fantastic. We did get a rival because we publicly insulted him. I'm sure it's fine. We got ourselves a good amount of prestige out of that. So the ceremony is going to be done here shortly. The grand tournament conclusion here. Perhaps a few words, given that we're the host. 50% chance of gaining additional prestige, and I think we got it there. Cool. So we won a bunch of prize items. That's fine. Do we want to equip any of them? Possibly. We should probably equip a weapon here. So prowess, and advantage. No, they all failed to impress me. Prowess, advantage, prowess, and Gloryhound Vassal Levy contribution sounds good. What do we got over here? Yeah, I guess we could do something like this. We don't have any regalia or a crown. That's fine. Cool. So we've got 7,000 gold to spend, and we obviously should do that. So over here, we've got cavalry. We would love to boost up our cavalry, but there isn't really a way to do so. We'll build windmills. That seems fine. Kong is still constructing. In Kong North, we want to boost up heavy infantry. Done. In Boron, heavy infantry, nothing really to be done here, so we'll boost cattle pastures. In Banifang, we just want taxes, so we would absolutely be interested in windmill upgrades. Okay, now the rest of this money can just go into generic buildings, and it'll go pretty quickly. Cool. So we're just getting these upgrades done. That's actually maxed. Cool. We're basically out of cash at this point. So we have a Dynasty Legacy. Let's take True Believers. Fantastic. And from here, we can grab a Stewardship perk. So what do we want to take here? Probably Golden Obligations. That'll be fine for now. So at this point, we want to come up and conquer the rest of Hispania. So that would mean coming down over here, and do we want to press this guy's claim or do the Duchy Conquer? Duchy Conquer is cheaper. We're not truced with Navarra. We can only take one of these at this moment. So it'll end up being this duchy, which is 2 sheikdoms. Sounds good. Are we truced here? We are not, so this would be a county conquer. And Navarra, we might be truced to still. We are. So we'll have to wait on that one. So it's only the 3 wars for now. Let's grab our men-at-arms right here and make our way right on in. 15,000. Okay, they're going to stack wipe our greedy raise. That's not actually anything at all. Completely fine. We'll summon the physician here, but I want to appoint one. You'll do. For now. Okay, so we're going to end up having to raise these guys slightly differently. They'll end up raising, like, back over here-ish. We'll raise the men-at-arms here, and let's raise a few extra levy troops. They have a fair amount of forces over here, so this is fine. They all failed to impress me. Okay. A soft approach is best. Cool. I want to check in before we get these raised, though. Can we boost up the size of any of these? Actually, yes. Our bowmen, we can move up. The rest of these are pretty much at maximum size right now. So that seems fine for the moment. Yeah. For right now, that seems good. Actually, how are we doing on these accolades? We could get another one. We have the Wolf of Minorca, but the most expert of the Melspears. So I'm going to get rid of the Wolf of Minorca. Worthiest of the champions is archers. This guy is army damage, men-at-arms counter efficiency. Yeah, that's pretty good. Heavy infantry here. Okay. Yeah, so we could definitely restore the most expert of the Melspears. That would be a good thing, but we do not fulfill the requirements for that. We'll check again after this war. Okay, this is more than enough forces at this point. We just need our men-at-arms here. Okay, and in we go. So we're just going to have to do this kind of the old-fashioned way. That's absolutely fine. We'll eliminate this army, no problem. These guys are going to come in to try to reinforce that. They're locked in. This war's over. So we're going to enforce those demands. We captured their leader, and that's wonderful. So let's head up over here next. That is going to end similarly quickly. And we do not want to hold these, so we're going to grant these out. We don't want to hold them ourselves. Cool. That'll do for now. And now that the Mongols broke up very heavily... Oh, very heavily. This is way more broken up than they were before. Okay. That's really solid. We're the most powerful then, right? Yeah, definitely we're the most powerful. So that's wonderful. We're going to fight France quite soon. They have some bits of Hispania that we want. So that is absolutely going to be a thing that we do. Successful stack wipe there, and we're just going to siege this capital here. Our rival died. Good riddance. We don't really care. We just want him out of here. So this war's over. We'll enforce those demands, and we are going to grant out Sedano, but we're going to have to wait on that to be auto-granted. So that'll have to wait for the month tick, and now we can grant this out. Cool. Is this a holy order? That looks like a holy order. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. We're just going to siege this down, and we're just going to walk up over here. Honestly, we don't care about their holy order. They can't fight us. So this is absolutely fine. We're just going to get this fort completed. This will end the war. No problem whatsoever here. Their holy order is completely and totally irrelevant to us. So let's enforce those demands and disband our troops. We are going to grant these titles out. We don't want to hold them ourselves. So at this point, wow, that plague, though. Okay. So at this point, we've got Navarra, and we are not actually truce to this. That's interesting. I feel like we should be truced there. We are still truced to the other Navarra. When is that truce going to be up? Okay, 11 months. That's not too bad. So let's raise up our men-at-arms right over here. We just stack-wiped their army, so they're going to have a bit of a hard time defeating us, but they could try to delay our greedy raise. She joins this war. That's not shocking. It is also completely irrelevant. We don't care about that. We have a stewardship perk available. We're going to take Airgeld. That's fine for now. And inward we go. Stack wiped. And she's on her way in. That's another stack wipe. We could start building a city in Kuzlum and gain 1,500 gold. We could also build a castle there, but a city would be the sound option. We want to build a city there. So we'll get going on a city and a bunch of gold. We stack wiped that army as expected. And we're just going to wrap up this siege. Fantastic. New marshal. Okay. Can't remove him because he used a hook. Well, we've got 10 days left, and that siege is over. And so is the war. So now we need to grant this out, but we have to wait till the month tick. There we go. Nice and quick. So, at this point, the question becomes, how are we doing on being able to end the Iberian struggle? We can't do Iberian foothold at this point. They're still in compromise. So the Iberian struggle is going to cause us some problems, right? We're not able to create Hispania right now, even though we own 75 out of the de jure counties. We only need 60. There are a total of 79. So we'd have to go after France a little bit here. There are a couple of counties out over here. Out of curiosity, if we went for France, this is the only de jure county. Noted. Our vassal holds this. Why is this not considered a de jure county? That's intriguing. Uh-huh. Out of curiosity. So there's this county and the county of Fraga. Where is this? Yeah, that's right down over here. That's just not highlighting. Okay, so we would get both of those. Noted. So if we check the de jure empire here. Yeah. That would be all of the de jure empire territories. We should do that. So this is going to be a very minor war. We're going to seize all de jure lands against France. We're not expecting this to be a particularly challenging war. So we're going to raise up just a few troops. He's probably going to come at us with whatever he's got, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's raise up around 15k here. That should be more than enough. Looks good. And 5-4. Who is this? I don't care about this person. Cool. Let's head on in. So these sieges are going to go very quickly. This will get us ticking war score, and France is definitely going to run at us, but this doesn't really do anything. They're actually in another war right now, aren't they? No, this is internal. Okay. Yeah, they're running at us. No doubt about it. So they've got about 28,000. They are significantly worse troops, but they would be defending in these hills. 10 days left. 13 days. Okay, so we should get the defense here. Yeah, this was really bad for them. We finished up the siege right before they arrived. We're now defending in these mountains with higher quality troops. That was really bad for France. They were hoping to get there while we were sieging that so that they would be considered the defenders. To be honest, I think we would win even in that scenario. I suspect that we would have gotten the victory there no matter what. So France is really not doing well here. No doubt about that. Let's finish up these sieges. They're on their way back again. Are they going to attack us here? They really shouldn't. Okay, they're heading down this way. I don't want to fight them in the mountains. I would be content fighting them in the hills, though. Oh, they're walking back to us. They split their army. Once again, this is bad. It wasn't a huge split, to be sure. Only 3,000, but even so, that was really a bad call by the French. So we're at 83% here. We haven't managed to stack wipe their army, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. They're losing these battles so badly. Yeah, look at these loss disparities. 1,900 versus 9,200. 7 versus 1,000. Get out of here. I don't care about that. 1,100 versus 10,000. Like 10-to-1 ratio. That's terrible for them. War's over. So we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. We now hold every chunk of Hispania except Navarra. And we're done waiting on that. This truce is over. Let's declare this war. We're going to greedy raise right over here. We'll see if she does anything about it. She is not. We'll summon the physician here. Soft approach is, of course, best. Cool. So they're walking out over this way. Are they going to siege here? This is a terrible idea. They should not siege here. Okay, they are just going to get stack wiped. Cool. So that's 50% war score right off the bat. I like it. We're going to go take the capital. That will likely end the war. If not, we can siege up over here, but I don't think this will be necessary, to be honest. Okay. So does this end the war? Yes, it does. That is all of de jure Hispania fully under our control. Beautiful. Let's grant these out. We don't want to hold them ourselves. There we go. And look at that. De jure Hispania. Can we do anything with the title? No, because the Iberian struggle still exists. I don't think there's a struggle there, to be honest. But okay. Is there a decision we can do at this point? We still can't Iberian foothold. Okay. So you hold and completely control a de jure kingdom of Hispania. At least 50% of this title's de jure counties are Seguic. Interesting. You've not held this title for at least 15 years. This title... Yeah, so the de jure kingdom, we would have to personally hold it, not have it as a vassal. This condition is fulfilled when all de jure vassal titles of the targeted title are held either by the ruler or by their vassals, and none of its counties are occupied by hostile armies. Right. So we would need to hold a de jure kingdom, like, say, Navarra. Consider that done. That's fine. So we hold a de jure kingdom of Hispania. At least 50% of the title's de jure counties are Seguic. So that would mean we'd have to do cultural conversions up there. This title borders held de jure land of an empire you hold, which is not Hispania. So that would mean it would have to be Zenzir. Or France. We would have to take over France. France is only a kingdom-level title. Hang on. Hang on. France is a kingdom-level title. I don't suppose we could pull a claimant in. They have basically no claimants. Okay. That's interesting. We can't do like a kingdom-level claim on this. What are we lacking for being able to do that? Not land grants and urbanization. Let's see. What are we lacking for it? It might be a cultural or religious thing that's not allowed at this moment. But that's certainly interesting. Certainly interesting. Well, for the time being, it probably doesn't matter too much. I would love to be able to recreate this title. We had it before, but we can't create it now, unfortunately. And I think that's just because we are in the wrong stage of the Iberian struggle. And I'm not sure that's ever going to change at this point. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to think about spreading. I'm currently thinking strongly about targeting France here if we can attack the kingdom level title. That would be very, very interesting indeed. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.